Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Otaku Brothers podcast and happy Thanksgiving. First of all, I hope you all are having an awesome holiday week and hopefully you have the week off. If not, then hopefully you can still have a good time with your family this Thanksgiving break. But anyways, guys, welcome back to the Otaku Brothers podcast. I'm Joseph and today I'm joined alone. Ben is actually on his holiday break with his family, spending some time off. So I decided to let him have the day off and instead we are going to be doing another JoJo's tier list. I already ranked the best characters from JoJo, so I decided why not stick with the ranking theme and rank the JoJo's openings from 1 through 6, parts 1 through 6, and all the individual openings that are out through them. So I'm very excited. I love JoJo's. Their openings are pretty much all fire, so I don't expect any to be low, but I'm very excited to see which ones are my favorite and revisit them because it's been a minute, honestly. Before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, please do make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We are so close to 200 subs. We are almost there. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of nutty that we're almost there, so I'm very excited for that. Yeah, we're like at 194 or something like that, something crazy. So yeah, please, we're trying to hit that by the end of the year. That'd be awesome. But without further ado, let's get into the tier list. I'm very excited for this. Oh man, this is gonna be a great time. So here we go. This is the tier list. If you see, I have the intros pulled up here. All the intros 1 through 12 it says, because there's actually some variation intros in there, which I'm not really gonna be ranking. I think that's a little unfair, but the variations are very sick. If you don't know, in JoJo's, well, we'll get to it actually. We'll get to it that later on. But yeah, so these are my intros here, or these are the ones I got so far. I put all the variations one in variation, so it's actually going to be S through C rank. Because yeah, I don't expect any of these to actually go below C, honestly. I think they're all awesome bangers, and I'm very excited for this. So let's just jump right into it. So like I said, I have them ranked out here. These are all the intros. I believe we have, what is that, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 intros. Is that actually, wow, that's actually quite a lot for 6 parts. But yeah, it's been going on for a minute. So yeah, 11 intros to get through. So let's do it. We're going to start with part 1, Jonathan's intro from Phantom Mask. So let's do it. Let's see. Here we go. Oh my god, right off the bat, dude. I don't want to like break these down and like I take my time with them, but this is iconic. Like this is like some realization type beat. Like look at that. We start off with Jolene. We get Giorno. It's going all the way from, I think it was up to part 6 at this point, and now getting to part to Jonathan, where it all started, and that's awesome. That is so cool. But I'll let the intro play. I need to re-listen to these, bro. I mean, when you think of JoJo's, this is the intro you think of, man. And this art style is so clean. I loved this 3D CG animation that they used. It was so crisp. Dude, the beat is just so fire. Oh my god, I don't know where I'm gonna put this. Oh my god. Okay, no, yeah, that's an S tier. That is an S tier opening. I'm sorry. When you think of JoJo's, that is the opening you think of. It is just like, it sets the tone so perfectly. It sets it so perfectly. I think that is an S tier intro. That's how you start off a franchise, and it is a banger. But okay, so that's part we already got an S tier. It has to. I was hesitant because I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of banging intros in this, so I'm very excited. But yeah, that's part 1. Next up, we got Joseph's opening from Battle Tendency. So let's just get right into that one as well. I'm very excited. Let's see. This, guys, spoiler alert, this might be going in S tier as well. This is probably one of my favorite intros from JoJo's. So let's hear it though. Oh, dude, that the trumpet, and then we still got that crisp 3D CG animation. Like it just looks so fire. The colors, like, say what you will about the first 2 parts not having stands and just kind of being different, but like, oh my god, like they're just the intros. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. This has to be S tier as well. It has to be. The iconic scream. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's an S tier intro. There's not much I can do there for you. I'm sorry. That is an S tier intro. It is so good. And now, if we're ranking these higher, I think I might put Bloody Stream above Sonochino Sadame because I just like Bloody Stream so much more. I think Sonochino Sadame is good. It's like hype. It gets you like that like hype ready for JoJo's. But Bloody Stream is a song that I can just like kind of bop, like put it on and it'll get me in a good mood. It's a good party, like it's a good time. So I think I have to put it above Sonochino Sadame, to be honest. But okay, moving on. I think we got Stand Proud up next from part 3. This is where we get to Jotaro. Another good intro. But yeah, let's get into it. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to spoil. Here we go. Yeah, there's Jonathan. God, and just the way it like connects them all is just so awesome. The CG animation was so good. I'm so glad they brought it back in part 6. Spoilers, I'm sorry, but like these first few intros did such a good job of just like setting the tone for the show. Oh, and seeing all the stands for the first time. Again, so colorful, dude. These JoJo openings don't miss, man. Yeah, so I think this is a great intro. It is like if it was just the visuals alone, I'd say this might be like an S tier intro, but unfortunately, the song doesn't really do it for me all that much, like Bloody Stream and Sonochi the Salome. So I think for that reason, I have to put it in B. I think it's a great opening. Like them said, there are no. Let me just make this clear right now. There are no misses is for intros in this whole series. All these intros are amazing, but I think there's just better ones. And Stand Proud is kind of towards the bottom. So yeah, I think it has to go in B. But that's just me. Now, this next intro, though, the second part of Stardust Crusaders, the Battle of Egypt part, this intro is really cool because they actually bring the first three each first three openings are sung by a different artist, and for this opening, they actually bring all three of those artists together for one intro, which is really cool. I think that's just a cool way to connect all the previous parts. Again, why JoJo's doesn't miss, but here we go. Let's hear it. Oh, here we go. Here it goes. You guys see the villains in the background? No. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is such a good intro too. Oh my god, it's so iconic. Here we go, here we go. Boom. Oh, what a great intro. Okay, so we're not rating it on the variation, but I'll show you the variation right now. But I think that's also a B tier for me. I think it's above Stand Proud. Like I said, I think that there's just better openings. It's kind of doing the same thing. I feel like these were a little more unique. Bloody Stream and Sono Chido Salome were a little more unique. These are still very much unique, don't get me wrong. But in terms of visuals, we've seen it before, and in there, like, it's still kind of the same as the first part of Stand Proud. I think it's called the World or something like that, The End of the World or something. I forgot what the song is called. But yeah, it's still okay. I think that there's better intros, but don't get me wrong, B tier is not bad. I'd say that's just average for JoJo's. But let me go ahead and show you all what I was talking about by the. So if you see right here in this clip, check it out, check it out. This is so cool. Dude, when I saw this for the first time, I was like, oh, I literally was pogging so hard. Now this next part, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4, Crazy Diamond. Diamond is Unbreakable. It's Stan. Diamond is Unbreakable. This is hard for me. I think this has the hands down best three openings in JoJo's. I think this three run is amazing. Crazy Noisy Bizarre Town, Chase, and Great Days are peak intros for me. So this is gonna be hard. I might honestly have to lower Sono Chido Sadama to A tier. I really don't want to, but I think I might. We might have to revisit it at the end of this, but I think I might lower it to A tier just because of how like untouchable these next like few intros are. I don't know. But let's just hear it. Maybe it'll change when I hear it. Okay, so like immediately you can already tell it's a shift from the first three like CG parts, but it's so unique. Bum, 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 bum. Like it's so hard. Oh my god. Part 4 might be one of my favorite parts, guys. I'm sorry. It's so good. I remember when I first saw it, I was kind of like, what am I watching? This is not JoJo's. Like, it is such a shift. Like, that's Jotaro. That's the buff dude we just saw last part. It is a shift. It is a switch up. I know. I realize that. Honestly, I think it doesn't matter. But honestly, I think I'm going to put Sono Chido Sadama back in A or S, and then I'm going to put Crazy Noisy Bizarre Town A. I think that is a great fit. A is Crazy Noisy Bizarre Town. Great JoJo opening. It's amazing. But these, I kind of just remember Chase and Great Days. So let's get into it. Yeah, but Crazy Noisy Bizarre Town, like I said, it is so unique. It's like it just sets the tone immediately that it's going to be a different show. All right, here we go. Now we have peak. Let me rewind it a second. Here we go. Oh man, dude, the guitar riff. Like it's just it sets such a darker theme. Like you're finally getting more into the story. Echoes. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? The best part. Oh, and the art, the visuals. It's just so good. Like this just this intro always puts me in the mood for JoJo's, dude. Like it gets me so into part 4, bro. Is it S tier? Oh, I kind of realized. I know I was just talking all this hype about part 4 having the best like 3 run, but I just kind of realized how like untouchable like the first 2 intros are for me. Chase is amazing though. I think that is a close contender for S tier. This next one, however, is definitely an S tier. For me, I think the thing that brings down Chase is the visuals. I think the visuals are good, but they're great. Like the film reel, you get the bit going into the like just the foreshadowing with a Killer Queen, like right here. Like there you go. Echoes, you get to see the stands for Cinderella, and I forget the other one's name. But those stands, you get the film reel. But I was trying to show you the part with right here. This part is so sick. I love that little shot right there. Then you get the fighting poses. It's good, but I think it's just a little basic, a little more basic than the other ones, especially where you have like the first 3 parts. So that's the only reason why it's not going in S tier for me. But yeah, let's move on to one of my favorite openings in JoJo's, Great Days. Here we go. Oh, dude, this intro is so sick. I think this is one of the most creative openings, man. I gotta give it to the JoJo's team. Part 4 is so good. I'm gonna keep glazing part 4. It is amazing. I'm rewatching JoJo's. It's happening. I'm rewatching JoJo's. I don't care. It's amazing. So yeah, that's part 4, Great Days. I think it's one of the best JoJo openings. This is the variation one that you're about to see. It's so awesome. It is so sick. Yeah. Oh my god. This is so cool. In reverse. Oh my god. This is an S tier intro, dude. This is peak. Dude, I think I might give it better than Sonochido Sadame, but I don't know about Bloody Stream. Bloody Stream is like, oh my god. These intros are so good, man. I'm sorry. This was genuinely just an excuse for me to like watch the JoJo openings again and get into it. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's peak. That's peak. So good. But yeah, let's move on. There's another variation again. But let's move on now to part 5. We're getting to the next era of JoJo's. This is Golden Wind, or Ventoreo for all of you older part 5 fans. There we go. I'm very excited. This is a good intro as well. Switching up the theme once again. You can kind of tell it's very different. We got Giorno, our new OP, Bakio. Oh my god, I need to rewatch part 5. I think part 5 I think I've actually only seen it once. And I think all the other parts I've seen at least twice. This is awesome, man. I mean, you get the scene, you get a whole new bunch of characters with cool new stands. A lot more unique stands as well. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to put it in B tier. I think it goes in B tier for me. It's a little basic. Fighting gold. It's a little basic. It's a little basic. But that's not bad. Basic's not bad. I think it's top of B tier. I think it's better than... Ooh, actually, I don't know. No, I think it is. For now, I'm going to put it above the part 3 OPs. I think Golden Wind is amazing. Yeah, I think Golden Wind's really... Or Fighting Gold is really good. But yeah, a little basic, but I love the visuals that it uses, the little like symbolism for like Abakio in the time, him with the chains. Yeah, there's a lot of cool symbolism here hidden in this that gets revealed later on, and it's so good when you go rewatch it. But it's just a little basic. I mean, there's not much like going on besides like we're just kind of seeing the characters in action. So compared to like all the other ones where there's so much going on. So I think for that reason it brings it down to B. But next one, Trader's Requiem. Oh boy, we're in for a treat. So let's get right into the next one. Here we go. Here we go, man. We see this one gets you into it, man. You're into the mob boss. You're a mafia member, a mafioso. You get a little hint of Abakio as a cop. Oh, one of the best fights of JoJo's right there. Goated. Good intro. JoJo. Oh, and that shot is so beautiful. Okay, so this is tougher. I think this one's going in bottom of A for me. I think it builds on what made B good and amplifies it. The song's great, the opening's amazing, the visuals are a lot better. They're better improved, but it still doesn't do nearly as much as the ones above it, like Great Days, Chase, um, Siono Sadame, Great Days, and Bloody Stream. I think it builds, like I said, it builds off of Fighting Gold really well, and that's why I think it gets a step up in A tier. Again, it seems like I'm being really harsh to the part three openings, but I feel like they're different. They're like compared, like they kind of just copied parts one and two, and although it's still kind of just the same, and although it is unique, the visuals are great and stunning still. The songs were okay. The songs didn't really capture me too much for either of them, and the visuals were just kind of similar. So that's why I'm putting them so low. But again, they're nothing on this list is bad. I still bought all of these intros. Um, so yeah, but I just think in terms of my favorites. But there we go. Let's just move on to Stone Ocean, the Netflix version. And I'm so happy we're back to the 3D CG animation. It's made a comeback, and I think it's like very much deserved. First time we have a girl leading the opening as well, which is very nice. Foo Fighters. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Man, Stone Ocean, I have such mixed feelings on for so many reasons. I really hate Netflix for what they did to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stone Ocean. Stone Ocean is a little fun fact. I know I've probably talked about this on the podcast before, but for those of y'all who don't know, Stone Ocean was the first manga part of JoJo's that I read. I mean, I have I have volumes from each part besides part 8, but I've read the only part that I haven't read is part 8 and part 9. But like at the very beginning, whenever I was first getting into JoJo's, the first part I finished Golden Wind, and I was like, I need to read part 6. I was very excited to keep reading JoJo, so I read part 6, and oh my god, I don't know if it is a hot take. Obviously, people say the best part of JoJo's is Steel Ball Run, but I think Stone Ocean is a very, very close contender for the best manga adaptation, for the best manga of JoJo's. I loved the Stone Ocean manga so much. I don't know if it was because it was the first manga part of JoJo's I read, but I think that it is the part when Araki kind of, like, the art was just so amazing. His everything, the setting of the prison was so good. I loved the atmosphere. The characters were great. Ermi's weather report, even like not what's his name, the pink haired guy, Anasui. I think they were great. Emporio's good. Pucci, I think, is one of the coolest villains in JoJo's. Obviously, I think Funny Valentine's better than him in Part 7, but Pucci is, they're like so close for me. I loved Part 6 so much, reading the manga, and was so excited to be able to watch the adaptation. And Netflix really bummed me out with it. Really bummed me out with it. It was not what I was expecting or hoping for. It was just the release dates were kind of iffy. The choices for how they animated it were just kind of all over I hated the backgrounds of like the characters with just you can't really see it in the opening, but there's like a lot of times there's backgrounds, like there'll be Jolene, and then in the background there'll be characters and they're just kind of shadowed figures, and it just kind of it makes the prison feel empty. And I don't know, I could probably go into a whole video about it, but yeah, it wasn't for me. And so, but I will say though, this intro brought it back for me. I think it got us back into what made JoJo so cool through the CG, and I think it means a lot. I mean, this thing is just filled with so many Easter eggs. Like, I really like this the pink and the, I don't know if this was intentional, but this really looks like Johnny's Stan Tusk from Part 7. I don't know if that was intentional at all, but it kind of looks like that. So I thought that was cool, a little foreshadowing. But for that reason, I think I'm gonna give it bottom of A tier. I think I'd bop it more than Fighting Gold, and the visuals are great. Um, yeah, I think the song is kind of a bit lower, but the visuals are awesome. I really like the character designs. Foo Fighters, one of the best Joe Bros. We get to see Jotaro again, but yeah. So for that reason, I think it's there. But here we go. Moving on to the final opening. This is the final opening for part 6. Here we go. I haven't listened to this one too much, so again, back to CG. Like, I really like the intro for the song. Yeah, Foo Fighters going to the clouds. Oh man, it's good. It's a good intro. It's not bad, um, uh, but it's okay. I think this one definitely goes in B for me. I don't know if is Stand Proud the worst JoJo's opening, or is it Heaven's Falling Down? I think I gotta give it Heaven's Falling Down. It's not bad. It's not bad. Maybe I'm being. I don't know. This is hard. It's not bad. Like I said, there's no bad intros. I'm coping so hard. There's no bad intros. But yeah, I think it's probably the worst for me. It's the intro's good. Like it's good, but there's better. But I will say, if this was variations, I think it has one of the best variations out of all the parts. Guys, I want you all to know I cried at the end of this show. I cried at the end of part 6. It was amazing. I loved it, and yeah, I'm not ashamed to say that. So yeah, but I think I don't know. How do we feel about this, guys? I think I'm gonna stick with it. I think I like it. I think Bloody Stream is probably my favorite JoJo's. I think Great Days, Sonishino Sadame, Chase, Great Day, or the Crazy Noise Bizarre Town, Trader's Requiem. What's the name of the first song? Oh my gosh, why am I forgetting? What's the name of the song? I don't remember what the song's name is. But regardless, the first song from part 6 is amazing. I think this is a good list. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. I'm sorry if I was too. I don't know. I could have. This could have been a very much more deeper, in-depth breakdown, but it's gonna have to do for now, because we're running short on time. But yeah, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, please let me know what you guys think of the tier list. Do you guys agree? Do you disagree? What is your favorite part of JoJo's? What is your favorite manga part? Your favorite anime part? Who's your favorite character? Tell me. I'm very curious to know. I love JoJo's. I honestly think I'm going to rewatch the series, and this is a little spoilers ahead. Not spoilers, but like for the channel. I think I'm going to rewatch JoJo's and maybe break down each part by part eventually, because that's just how much I love the show, and I hope to want to continue and do that for me for a lot of the older shows that I've watched, like Death Note, Soul Eater. I haven't watched in so long. I want to just to rewatch old shows that I haven't seen in a long time and kind of get back into them and what I loved them so much. So I think I'm going to start doing that. So that's a little behind the scenes for what's coming in the future of the channel. But without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Arrivederci.